Happy Sunday, people. Thank you for joining me for another Artist Spotlight Sunday. I am so happy you're taking the time to listen and support these artists. It's so important to recognize the people behind the scenes or directly in the mix that are a compilation of all the wheels turning to bring you outstanding entertainment. That is why this Sunday I am featuring bassist, composer, consultant, and musical director, Mr. Mark Peterson. I've had the privilege of knowing this distinguished musician for many years, and I'm so happy to introduce him to you. I wanted to feature Mark because not only is he a magnificent musician, but people also keep asking me who is playing the bass on my new upcoming release, Here I Am. You may have heard of him before, but if not, I am sure you'll recognize the fabulous people he has played with and projects he has done. So let's go. Mr. Mark Peterson is a graduate of the prestigious St. Louis University. He received a bachelor's degree in psychology, minors in music performance and French. He was a student of the principal bassist of the St. Louis Symphony, Henry Lowe, also jazz bassists Stanley Clarke and John Clayton. AllAboutJazz.com states that Mark has conducted, recorded, and performed with such luminary vocalists such as Shakira, Joan Baez, Mavis Staples, Lyle Lovett, Maxime LaForestier, Shania Twain, Liz Wright, and jazz great Cassandra Wilson, playing bass on the Grammy Award-winning CD New Moon Daughter. He has appeared in concerts worldwide with a who's who of jazz and blues instrumentalists, including trumpeter Clark Terry, pianist Johnny Johnson, Ornette Coleman, and James Blood Ulmer. Mark's major commercial, theatrical, and television credits include Aida, Ain't Misbehavin', Miss Saigon, Pippin, MTV, HBO, BET, The Learning Channel, Sesame Street, The Jay Leno Show, The View, Austin City Limits, and The Johnny Carson Show. In 2005, Mark was selected to tour Asia and Russia as part of the U.S. Department of State's Jazz Ambassadors Program. Past ambassadors of this distinguished program include Duke Ellington and Louis Armstrong. Internationally, Mark continues to be a major music contributor as a clinician, musical contractor, and a technical consultant to music publications and instrument companies. Stage 32 reports that as a session bassist and composer, Mark has worked with guitarist Vernon Reid to contribute music to the following motion picture documentary soundtracks: What We Wish For, where he was the chief composer, Mr. 3000, starring comedian Bernie Mac, As Goes Janesville, Free Angela and All Political Prisoners, and Through the Lens Darkly. He was also the musical director, sequence operator, and bassist for Cirque du Soleil from 2009 to 2011. Last year, he performed as a bassist on the Broadway show Waitress, its U.S. tour, and Grammy-nominated Broadway show Caroline or Change. With all of this, Mark has managed to release 4 albums: The Blue Room, Whatever Happens, When We See You, and The Name of Love. As a composer, he has received major acclaim for the release of his first CD, The Blue Room, and he has been featured as the opening act for saxophonist David Sanborn and Dee Dee Bridgewater. Even with all of these accomplishments and more, Mark still pushes forward in excellence, stone carving his name in the world of life and music. You can follow Mark on Facebook at Mark Peterson Music. There you can also find his business contact information, and on Instagram at Mark Peterson Music. I hope you enjoyed this Sunday's Artist Spotlight. Support these artists by sharing these posts so that others can hear about these undeniable musicians and artists. Click the links posted to see a few of Mark's impeccable performances, and look forward to hearing him on my song release, Here I Am, due out January 27th. Thanks again for joining me, and you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Until next time, hugs and love.